Hello, Gemini. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Gemini, specifically Gemini Masculine. So this will be for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 5th house, 7th house, 10th house, or if you just have overall a strong Gemini placement in your chart, this will be for you, Gemini Masculine. So let's go ahead and get started. What is the current energy for Gemini Masculine at this time, please, and love? What is going on with Gemini Masculine in love? So what is the central issue for Gemini Masculine, please? Okay, so we got cards falling all over the place. All right. Six of Swords. So looks like there's someone that you may be wanting to return to, but let's take a look and see. It's too many cards kind of came up. We'll take it if... I'll just go ahead and take them. Okay, so a lot of Swords energy, which is Gemini, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So how does Gemini feel about this person? These cards are just like falling out. And what is the recent past? Okay, so you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Scorpio or Capricorn. We have strong Aquarius energy, but the King of Swords can also be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have Earth energy and a lot of air energy. So I feel like there's someone that you want to go back to, but you're in this King of Swords energy with the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So I don't see you going towards them. I don't see you trying. I see you being really kind of cold and aloof. But I don't see you putting in any effort. If you are putting in effort, I feel like the person, whoever you're trying to go towards, they can't tell that you're putting in any effort, because I mean, the King of Swords doesn't really try to put effort into anything emotionally. So if you're dealing with someone and you're actually trying to work on it with this Eight of Pentacles energy, it's not coming across emotional. It's coming across very detached. You might be just watching someone. This is one of the decks to me where I feel like this King of Swords is like staring into the distance, watching someone, you know, wanting to approach, but thinks logically, thinks with his head. I'm trying to get a good look. Sorry for the glare, but yeah, so I feel like there's someone you want to return to, but you're not really trying that hard. And we have the Judgment. So to me, that's about wanting a second chance, possibly in this particular case. Maybe you have gotten out of something. So one scenario could be that you've gotten out of something in the past here. In your emotions, we have the Death and the Hierophant. So this could be a death of a marriage, the death of a relationship, something that was long-term. So maybe you are getting over something from the past. And you're just now in new relationships, you're coming across very detached and aloof. Let me see. Okay. So, what I think here is I feel like you either are leaving something in the past behind, like a relationship, a previous relationship, not with this person that's on your mind, but maybe someone from the past, maybe something that was long term, and that has died. But I feel like you are actually making the decision to get over that and move on from it. Like you may have already just done that, but you do want to go on to a next phase with the person that's on your mind. I feel like it's a new person and you want to return to them. If this is making any sense, I feel like you're dealing with someone new who's fairly new, but things are kind of rocky because you were having a hard time getting over something that was before this person that was long term. Now you're dealing with a new person, but that's not working out because you were holding on to something in the past, which caused this person to to move on. Basically, I feel like with the Four of Swords and they've kind of released themselves with the Eight of Swords release, Eight of Swords reversed. I feel like this person may not be speaking to you. They may have just gone on a break, and you may not know what's going on with them because they were not getting much of a relationship from you. They were not getting the commitment, the marriage, or whatever it is that they want from you because I feel like you were getting over something that is in your past and you're going through a transformation and you're letting that go. But what you're also, I was going to say, you also may be but realizing that you might have feelings for this newer energy. Let's see. Whatever the case is with this new person, whether you have something that you're getting over it from the past, that may be applied to some of you, but I feel like there's someone else new that you want to start a new phase with. It may have already died. There may be a breakup, which I feel is what happened here with this death card. We have death. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Six of Swords reversed, which is learning lessons. Sometimes when it's reversed, it could be wanting to return because you haven't learned lessons, or going back but not changing behavior because you haven't learned anything. You haven't learned, maybe this person just ghosted you and you still want to go back because haven't learned to, that's just an example, haven't learned a lesson, and so you want to return, or whatever the case. But I do feel like you are going through a transformation in your emotions specifically, and you're considering and you're wanting to actually maybe have some type of a commitment with a new person. I think you're making a judgment call to leave the past in the past, but you're not really approaching this person in a way that says, it's like you're not expressing your emotion. I feel like you're just standing, well, I guess he's standing here, but you're just like watching. You may just be in a period where you're analyzing how you feel, or trying to make heads or tails of how you feel and what you want. The person, like I said, the person that you're dealing with, whoever's on your mind, they may have one time felt like they couldn't, they may have not been able to get you out of their mind. I typically see the Eight of Swords like that, but I think that they have released that thought pattern of feeling stuck, and they've decided, and it could be through just reflection and meditation or whatever, just having to take this break and detach themselves from the relationship. reversed. Yeah, there is definitely a breakup here. Could be dealing with someone who is, this is Gemini energy, so this could be you, or you could be dealing with another Gemini. Tell me about the Lovers reverse. This is, yeah, so you guys aren't speaking. We have Virgo energy here with the Hermit. That's being in isolation. I feel like someone is soul searching. And like I said, this could be you. You guys are in a period of isolation. There is definitely a breakup. And I feel like there is someone, and I feel like this is you, is trying to search for the answers about whether or not you want to connect to this relationship. A lot of the times the Lovers is about making a choice. It could be a choice between two people, but it doesn't have to be. I don't really see cards here where there's other people involved. It could just be about the fact that, do I want to take this relationship to the next level? Things like that. And I feel like with the Lovers here and the Hermit, someone is going into isolation and trying to figure out what they want to do with this relationship, because I feel like there's a strong connection between the two of you, but for whatever reason there was a breakup. We can see if we can figure that out. Tell me about Judgment. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. So someone here someone felt backstabbed. There was definitely someone who felt like they got stabbed in the back. Either this person felt this way and kind of went silent, or maybe you did that to them, and either you feel this way or they feel this way, but someone feels backstabbed. So there was some pain. I feel more so, well, I don't know, that could be, let's see, what is this? So there could have very well been some competition, and someone may have found out about that, and it, caused them to feel betrayed. And so they made a decision to move on or to try to escape. But I feel very much so that, so someone was just kind of playing the field. There was competition. There was other people there. With the Eight of Wands here, that's kind of just going around and talking to different people, traveling to see different people. It's not having like a serious relationship. I don't see like another energy here, like a solid third party, but just like exploring options. Someone was out there maybe dating, and there was different people involved, no one really important, but there was competition, and someone found out about it, it hurt them, and so they made a judgment call to end the relationship. Tell me about the Hermit and the Lovers. So it could either be this person that was doing this or was dating around other people, and that's why you're detached and closed off. I still feel like you want to return to them though. And so that could be another thing about, not learning lessons, wanting to go back to someone who was playing games, or you did that to them. And you're wanting to come around back to them. You're trying to decide if you actually want to be with this person long term, because obviously whoever this reading is about, they probably stood out from all this competition, if that's the case. But let's see who. Let's get some cards on you, this person. So tell me about how this person feels, Gemini Masculine, this person feels about Gemini Masculine. How does this person feel emotionally towards Gemini Masculine? Okay. How does this person feel emotionally towards Gemini Masculine? I'm just not getting any cards here. They're not coming out. I don't even feel like this Two of Wands makes a whole lot of sense. Well, I feel like this person is looking to see what else is out there. I feel like they've ended this cycle with you. They're leaving this cycle behind, and they're looking to see what else the world has for them. It's like they can make a decision to stay here. If they were the ones that's had this backstabbing energy, if they're the ones that feel backstabbed, I feel like they're turning their back, and they're ending this cycle with you because they felt betrayed. So they're wanting, we have the World and the Two of Wands. So they're holding a world here in their hand. It's like they're ending this cycle and they're looking to see what their next cycle is. What else is out there, because they don't want to be betrayed again. If you are the one that was betrayed, the same thing kind of stands. I feel like they're closing this out and looking to see what's out there. So I kind of feel like maybe they were the one that felt backstabbed. If this is more about the scenario that I was talking about at the very beginning, where this could also be you getting over, like I said, a past person before this person with the Judgment card and the Ten of Swords. You could have been getting over a long-term relationship or a marriage where you were hurt. But overall, whoever you're thinking about, I feel like this person is freeing themselves from this. I feel like they are wanting to go towards something else. I don't really feel like there's anything there that they're going towards, but they're kind of looking to see, what else is out there. And let's go ahead and get some cards for how the energy between Gemini Masculine and this person will play out over the next 2 weeks. Next 2 weeks, please. Well, let's see. Let's do this again. Okay, so tell me the energy between what's going on with Gemini Masculine and this person that we're thinking about. First card is for Gemini Masculine. Second card is for this person. Sorry, if the card just doesn't make sense to me, then I will ask again. Can I have a card for Gemini Masculine, please? How will what energy will Gemini Masculine be in the next 2 weeks? What will happen over the next 2 weeks? Some of the same cards are coming out. So we have the Five of Wands reverse and a card for this person. Okay, sometimes I have to put it on pause and actually think, and I don't want y'all waiting, for 3 minutes in silence or 5 minutes in silence while I think. But we have the Five of Wands for you again reversed, which is what we have here in the past. I think that you are trying to go towards this person. You're trying to come out of whatever conflict that you two were, whatever this Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords is about. You're trying to figure out a way to come out of this conflict with this person, because I do feel like you're going through a transformation where you're feeling like you want to try to establish something with them, maybe something that's a little bit more solid than it was in the past. But I do feel like you're going to be still trying to approach them and come out of this conflict. They have the Two of Wands again. So they're trying to decide what direction to take. I think overall they want to close out the cycle of whatever this was, whatever caused this Ten of Swords. So it's like they're trying to move on from you, or they're just trying to move on from, the energy that the cycle that this was in. So if they start over new with you, then they would want it'd have to be on a whole new, foundation. A whole new foundation will have to be built because there was a death here. So there was a death here. There was the Ten of Swords. You have Judgment, like this, whatever foundation. I'm surprised the Tower is not here. But whatever cycle you guys were in the past, that's not what they want to go back to. So they're in this Two of Swords energy where it's like, what direction do I take? Do I give this person another chance and risk, being hurt again? Or do I just move on with my life and see what else is there? Start a brand new chapter. So that is where I am going to go ahead and end this. Thank you for watching. I hope this provided some sense to you, and I hope that you're staying safe out there and you be blessed. Bye.